Yeah, hello. Yeah, iSamfix Computer Solutions. Yeah, today we have a gamer, and this gamer came here because of something that I'm going to show you right now. Yeah, when you press in the power button, sorry, we are getting this error here. I don't know much about this error, but all I know is a 90B, which signifies a fan issue. Yeah, this is a 90B, and I'm used to it being a fan issue. So, and after that, the machine is just going out, as you can see. And so the question is, what are we supposed to do with this one? And I think without wasting a lot of time, we are just going to disassemble this laptop, yeah, and try to see what we can do about this. Yeah, so let me take out the screws and assess the fan so that we can work on that. Yeah, so we are just about to get the last part here. Yeah, what else is preventing this? Yeah, I think now we can lift the heat sink up, and we have the whole heat sink. As you can see, is a big heat sink. Yeah, this is a gamer. That is expected because gamers cannot operate with a lesser cooling mechanism. The cooling mechanism has to be tough and a bit fine. But I've realized when I try to, let me keep this aside. When I try to rotate this fan on my right, the fan is not doing something that actually is not as flexible. And I think that's why we are having an issue with this machine on matters pertaining to cooling system mechanism. That's why you have the 90B, the fan error. So you can see what I'm saying. And so I need first of all to get this part here. Okay. Yeah, there's some dust inside there. The dust is a bit high, and you can see the fan is not going freely. I'm supposed to touch that part, and the fan is left spinning for some seconds, if not minutes, at least a second or two, like this one. As you can see, you see that one, it's very free compared to this one, unlike this one, and it's very stiff and not flexible, and so it's bound to cause the that problem. Yeah, so yeah, the other part does not have any issue, so we are just going to work with the keep this one aside. It's a heavy heat sink, and that is very nice because that this is an indication that the processor is safe and the graphics card. But as you can see, there's some debris blocking the gills. You see, that's like a fabric, cloth fabrics, and also I think it's a bit dirty because as I might trying to put it on my mat, you can see is having a black soot. Yeah, so I think we will have to. Yeah, later we are going to blow this. It's okay. We are going to blow this. And so let's not concentrate much with the. I think that's so good. Yeah, I trying to knock a bit to see whether there are dust particles falling down on the mat. And I don't see something wrong with that. So let's first of all put it aside. Okay, what am I seeing here? Okay, we come back to this one. And for sure, one thing we must do is to access the fan inside, because this means there's something inside that is preventing that fan from spinning freely. Even if I try to push the fan up, yeah, we remember the one. I'll make a video on the mechanism of a fan for those who doesn't know that. That's very important. And now I don't see screws on this fan. All I see are locks, and I'm trying to figure out how can I open inside of this fan so that I can access that inner part there and try to see what we are dealing with. Suppose I'm told another fan here. Will I get the gamer fan? I don't think this fan is readily available in the market. Maybe I may have to do some. But I think these clips, they are plastic clips. And if I come with some hot air and try to blow just with a minimum temperature, maybe like 200 on 190, maybe I'll be able to get off these clips very quickly and very comfortably. So that I access the inside of the fan and try to see what is causing the stiffness in the fan, because the fan is not spinning as expected. It's supposed to be very free. You see these locks here? These are not screwdrivers as we are used in other laptop fans. These one are locks, and I need to get into the fan and see what is happening. Yeah, so let me try to apply some heat. Yeah, it's very important. Yeah, I need something like a tweezer or a scalpel to try and push the metallic part up so that if I hit the clip, maybe it will loosen up and maybe pop up. The metallic part pops upside, then I'll be able to grab it off. So let's go try with this side first. Yeah, that part is done. Wow, I never thought it's that simple. Okay, let me try on this part here. Yeah, so maybe if you try to check the clips I'm trying to work on here, I'm just trying to bring them under the microscope so that you can see what I'm doing. Yeah, let me try this one here. I don't know whether I'll be able to put it in a position you'll be able to view better. Okay, I'm struggling, but let me just try and yeah, check at this one. I will just come with some hot air, some temperature, minimum temperature, and be careful not to burn the fan. If you just melt it a little bit and then push the metallic part upwards, you can see it's off now. It's out now, eh? And so I think we are done with that part. You can see the fan. There's a bit of dust, but it's not much. This one you can always brush it off using a brush. There's nothing much there. So come back to camera mode so that we can start working on this stuff here. This is the metallic part that I was taking off the clips. It was held by those plastic clips and now it's out. Maybe try to do a bit of wiping up. Yes, try to wipe it up a bit. Now see our fan now. Look, our fan is still stiff. What we don't know is what is happening inside there that is making this fan not go freely. What is happening there that is making the fan not operate freely? Okay, I'm trying to take it out because the problem seems to be at the center part of this fan, and that's why the rotation or the spinning is quite a problem. And now I have to be very careful here because remember, if you damage that part, the center part of the fan, you have damaged the whole cooling system, because if one flex or one wing is broken from the fan will start producing sound or making some noise while it's spinning because it's not balanced. It's not round balanced. For those of you who have cars, you know what is a wheel balancing. That applies also to these fans. If there's one fling or maybe one wing or one part of the fan broke up on the part that is rotating, is if one part is broken, sorry, you'll have the fan making a lot of noise because now the fan will be out of good, and now the fan is out now. Yeah. You see this part I'm holding here? This is very important. These flings, this you see, these flings I'm touching there. What do I call them? The plastic things that are going with the spinning. That those are the one that blows the air. If one is broken, remember, you'll have a lot of problem because unless you get another new complete set of that of this part here, you're not going to help. You're not going to have a good fan from there. And the customer is now saying that he brought a better laptop, and all you did is to make the problem even much worse than he brought it. So let's try to see what is at the center of this fan. Yeah, we under the microscope try to see what is going on there. And if I try to focus and use some, yeah, I see something viscous. It looks like something heavy, something dense. What was that? Look, is it kind of a liquid? What kind of liquid poured in this? Looks like a coffee. Or what is it? This must be a sugary drink or maybe a concoction because this is not supposed to have reached this place. Actually, the fan mechanism is very funny because the fan is always like it's hanging, and this center part here, the pivot, is just to keep it in its axis so that it rotates comfortably. So the magnets are the one that hold the fan, the magnetic forces, and so I don't understand how this viscous liquid came into this place here. Wow. I'll have to come with a earbud and try to clean using some isopropyl alcohol and see whether this is going to become clean. Wow, see how this one is getting. What are we wiping off? Check. That's too much dirt, as you can see. It looks green. Oh, what is this? Is it a vampire's blood or what? What is the, I see a lot of movies with some vampires being shot down and they produce green stuff. Is it the same stuff we are dealing with here, or what is this? The need to scare us in those movies. Okay. Yeah, the only green caroling matter I knew when I was in school is chlorophyll that comes from leaves. And the fiction world came to teach me something else. Maybe even vampires run in chlorophyll. That's funny now, eh? So I can see this part here is like grinded. Yeah, it's like there's some grinding that took place in this area here. I don't know why. So let me continue cleaning and maybe try to see. Looks like I'm not making a matter a bit better. I'm just making it a bit worse. Yeah, check. It was a bit dirty. That was a bit dirty. Yeah, you can imagine such a fault would make your laptop stop from running. And every time you try to switch it on, gives you an error of 90B. That's a fan error and immediately goes out because of something like this. Yeah, that laptop would not have gone to loading the hard disk or loading the operating system of that on that machine because of this fan is not spinning, and the machine can detect this problem, which is very okay. And actually, I like these machines that can detect such problems. This means that the machine cannot cost you. Imagine the machine cannot detect this issue and continue running under those circumstances, and all of a sudden the processor is dead because of overheating, or maybe the graphics card is out because of overheating. Yeah, the HP, I think they try so much to make good products that are quite reliable to the customers. So I still have to wipe inside there, and so I need to be a bit creative. This is where, when you're a laptop technician, creativity is needed here. You have to be very creative when dealing with laptop as a laptop technician. Actually, very creative guys can be very good in this job. Actually, if you are even gone to school and you're not creative in this repair industry, be rest assured you are going to have some challenges. You have to be creative at all time. For instance, now I'm going to roll a tissue paper. that can be inserted there. You can see I'm trying to roll it to look a bit sharp so that I can insert it there and try to rotate it clockwise and anti-clockwise to try and wipe whatever content is inside that hole. Yeah, you can see the tissue inside there. I'm also pouring some isopropyl alcohol, very important. We need that isopropyl alcohol to work inside there to disassemble those viscous things that are remaining inside that pot. Yeah, you can see now it's a bit clean. Yeah, I'm sorry you are not going to see everything in details because my hand is still blocking you from seeing that. My hand is still the same working on wiping that part. So rest assured that maybe you might not be able to see every content. Yeah, you see the wire, the wire, they are like those one for a motor. You know, for those who are done some mechanical engineers, we know how a car alternator have these wires, only that they are thicker and bigger than this one. That's how a motor works. And the alternator is also using the same concept to generate a charge for the battery. You remember the alternator is used to charge the car battery. It's the same concept being used on these fans here, but only in this time the fans are just they're just supposed to spin. The electromagnetic forces are just supposed to make the fan spin to try and cool down the motherboard or the processor and the graphics card. And as you can see, my tissue is not looking very nice. It's not very clean. There's some black soot coming out of that hole there. I don't know what that is. What is that black soot, by the way? Wow. It's not looking nice inside there, but it's good thing that we have realized and noticed that we are going to correct these problems once and for all. So now I think from what I can see from the previous tissue, I need one more cleanup so that I can have a bit cleaner tissue than this one. That means some dust is still remaining inside there. If this is what we are having as the first attempt, we may have to have second and third attempt so that we can clean that place completely. So some isopropyl alcohol. Let me add some more. We need it. And try to use a tweezer to maybe you might see. And now I think now focusing on the microscope and also trying to work on that area is becoming a bit tedious for the few who are interested. I know you already have an idea. You have already have an idea on what we are doing on that area there. We are just trying to clean inside of that pot that is supposed to be joined by other part that we started by cleaning the pivot part, the pin part that is supposed to be inserted in that. Yeah, and you can see the hole is clean now. Yeah, the pot is very clean. Yeah, and one more thing to do in this pot here is to do some lubrication using a B40. Okay, do I need to do one more? Okay. Mhm. So let me try to do one more. I always like being 100% sure. Yeah, you know why it's important sometimes to be 100% sure in this technician industry? Sometimes if you're not careful, I don't know whether as a technician you have ever faced this. This happened to me so many times before. It's still happening to me, but only that this time is not as much as it used to be. That you disassemble the machine, you work on the machine, and when you're just about to complete this assembling back the casing and everything, you realize you left something back on the table, and that something need to be fixed where it was before. Actually, there are some areas of the laptop that are not going to work because you didn't fix that something back. So you have to reopen the laptop once again and maybe try to fix those areas. Try to fix try to fix back that something. So you have to be 100% sure when you are doing, and being sure just makes your work easy. Yeah, it makes your work easy. To be sure is to make your work easy. Yeah, because you won't have to come back to again disassemble the laptop after you you assembled, thinking that everything is in place, just to be surprised that some of the things were left inside. were left outside and they were supposed to be inside the laptop. So I found that to be very nice. So I came out of the microscope mode so that for those ones who cannot like comprehend or maybe join the dots as to what I'm doing using the tissue paper in the pot, this is exactly what I'm doing, trying to wipe inside there. Yeah, this is not a magic. This is not a magic. This is not a magic. It's something every man outside there can do, or every lady outside there can do. So you can see now the tissue is a bit clean. It's not like the first part we took out of that pot. This one is a bit clean, and that tells us we have done something inside that pot, and now maybe we need to, can I do one more, or maybe can I just leave it at that? Let me try to stack in the tissue one more time. Pour some isopropyl alcohol, and then I'm out of this, and I'll try to fix the fan back. We see whether we have solved this problem. Yeah, so I was thinking of there are some laptops, although I'm going to make a point of making these videos. There are some laptops that don't have the fan. You find that they are just some a metallic sheet that has been placed on the processor or the GPU, and there's no fan trying to cool the heatsink. And I don't know how those laptops, most cases I get them, they come that they are not working. Most of them, the processors are dead. And that's why sometimes I appreciate a machine that has got a fan. Fan is always good because when the temperature is too much, you'll hear the fan increase the speed to try and blow out more air to try and cool down to improve the cooling the cooling mechanism inside the laptop. But what do you do on this part where you have the heat sink as just a metal plate? What happens when the metal plate is saturated with heat? You must be risking your processor or your graphics card in that case. So I always like to, and I would like to also advise you in every time you're buying a laptop, try to go for those laptops that has got a fan, a spinning fan. And if you are a customer and you have been listening to your laptop's fan, you tell me, and you'll rest assured or you confirm with me that every time, sometimes when you're working on a bit heavier project, the fan increases in speed. You'll hear the fan increase in speed and it's trying to blow out more heat. And that tells you what your system, your CPU is safer with a fan than without a fan. Because without a fan, there's nothing that is going to change. The heat will get saturated, and all of a sudden, you are risking your processor and your graphics card. Yeah, yeah. I hope you can get that. I hope you can take advantage of that information and maybe use it. You can see now our pot is very clean, sparkling clean. Yeah, super bright, and that's what we are looking. So we could do some lubrication on this pot. A B40, a B40. Somebody who's got a B40 is the best lubricant to put in this one. Also, you can use some LD50, DW40 also, I think. But the lubricant in a DW40 in a fan, I think is just to okay. Yeah, that still it can still work, but I don't know why LD50 and B40 are the best for me. I've always seen some wonderful work being produced by those chemicals or those elements. So let's wipe some dust off from the fan. We need to do some dusting. Yeah, so see how I used the brush. I had to rush that part because I know we have to hurry up. Yeah, you see the tissue I've just removed from the center. I did that so that when I'm brushing off the dust from the other parts of the fan, I could not take back the dirty debris inside that pot. So some LD50 here is going to work for us. I don't have the B40 this time. And also put some lubricant inside that pot. Not much. Don't let the lubricant overflow on other parts of the on those coils there. Just put it on at the center of that pot, and also the protrusion that is supposed to enter inside there. And now we'll come and merge both of them and combine them to make them back to be a good fan again, like I'm going to do this time round. You see, take it back, and after we take it back now this time round, let's see whether the fan is going to have a free running. You see, now it's not like the way it was before. You can see there's some spinning going on, and so I think we are okay with this fan now. It's responding like the previous ones, like the other side, or the other one from the left side. So I do believe that this fan is now okay, and if we take it back to the laptop, we are not going to have those messages come back again. And so now it's time to take it back to, you see, just to compare. Yeah, now it's nice. You see now the way it was behaving before and now, there's so much change actually. So we have tried to correct that thing. So we might wipe this one too. Yeah, so I also came with some blower here to try and blow this part here using the blower. And yeah, so we have tried to do a lot, and that's why actually I'm trying to make the video run a bit fast, because this was not an easy job. You can see this is a detailed laptop and you need to be very careful. Come with a thermal paste, try to put more thermal paste on those processor and graphics card chipsets. Remember, it's very important, they produce a lot of heat in a gamer, especially when playing a game. So that is very important to also apply those areas there with some thermal paste. It's very important. Yeah, so that's enough. That is okay. Should we add some more here? Yeah, so now let's see whether the 90B error is going to come back onto this laptop, onto this gamer. Let's see whether we have been able to do a good job. Yeah, keyboard is on. Oh, this is going to work actually. You can see it's loading the windows. Yeah, so this is going to work fine. There's no problem with that. You can see both fans are spinning. Fan on the right and fan on the left. Now they are both spinning and they are very okay. The machine is breathing now. Yeah, I can feel temperature being pushed outside very comfortably because we have even blown the gills of the heatsink. So that is pretty much what you are expected to do in this kind of jobs. And that is it, guys. Yeah, keep subscribing, keep liking, sharing, and let me know down in the comment section what you think about this video. Have you learned something? And I would also like to keep making more videos, guys, videos that can educate you or improve your skills each and every day. And that is my joy. And the only way you repay me is through a subscription, and I'll be more than happy. And a comment there, make a comment and let me know what you feel. If you don't have something to say, just say hi, hello, put an emoji, or just talk something. Yeah, just comment something there. Of course, something positive. It's always good to be positive. Yeah, yeah. You see, the operating system is on.